Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Tosses it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. To throw on first down. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
They'll try to run for it. Hard running there. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. On the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance.
Scores on the sneak.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Easy. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Turns it on at midfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Woodhead. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Timeout, USC.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Davis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Working that left side now. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And throws in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball over the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy at that position that does great things. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going right to work up top. Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they...
Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Trojan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hart. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Hart. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
With the catch, it's Hart. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. All the way down to the 33-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's why he is so dangerous in special teams. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The play action fake. Extending the play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
They'll ride Davis here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab, it's hard. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This whole... Defense has it.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal block because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Power football with the run. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw on third and short. A little release to the back. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Frederick. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Grab behind the line. It's Madden. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll go to the air. Steps away. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to run for it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and then never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hart. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Frederick. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Fourth down, got to have it here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make